Good morning, dear participants. This is my second session on using a Google Calendar and Google Meet apps for effective conduction of online classes. These are the two popular virtual classroom tools from the Google which can be used to create a virtual class for an individual teacher. So the learning outcome are any individual can create their virtual classroom for effective conduction of online classes, and they can have online evaluation of their students in real time. So let us move ahead. So in the previous video, I have shown you the basic features of Google Meet, how to mute and unmute the audio using this button, how to mute and unmute the video. This middle button is used to leave the call when the meeting is over. Then I have shown you how to find out the number of users who are currently logged in through this one. If you are unmuting your audio and video, then their faces will be enabled here or their photos will be enabled here. Then using a Meet attendance extension, by clicking on this button, you can take the live attendance automatically, which is stored in your Google Drive in an Excel sheet. Then also I have shown you the option of chatting, a public chat through this option. We have also discussed the option of raising the hands, conduction of live polls, and showing the emojis if you have installed the Node extension. But if you don't want the students to use those type of features, then you should not install a Node extension. But Meet attendance extension is very much required to conduct online attendance effectively. Now we will go through other options which are provided in a Google Meet. So if you click on these three vertical dots, more options, you get multiple options. Start streaming. So as I told you in my previous video that maximum number of participants allowed for Google Meet is 250. But if your participants are more than that, Google allow you to have live streaming of your class. And number of people allowed in live streaming through YouTube is maximum 1 lakh. This is a very big number. So this button is used for start the streaming of your live class. Then this is another beautiful feature provided by Google Meet, record meeting. In your normal physical classroom, if some of your students are absent due to their medical or family reasons, then they could not attend your class and they will never get a chance to go through the topics which you have taught in your class. But thanks to that IT technologies and virtual classroom tools, in a virtual classroom, you can always have the recording of your meeting. And this recording, once you stop the recording and leave the call, automatically Google send you the recording link in your mail ID. And these recordings are stored in your Google Drive, which also saves the memory space of your personal computer. So once you received this link, you can share the link of Google Drive, a recording link, to your students. So those students who were absent, they can go through your classes afterward, and those students who couldn't understand your topic, they can revise this by revisiting your video again and again. Then change layout option. So record meeting is possible by clicking here. Once you click, it will ask for the consent. The recording option is only available to a host. So therefore, teacher should only create the Google Meet. If you have created the link, then you can become a host and then this option is available to you. But if you ask your student to create the Google Meet, then he or she can record the video. Therefore, normally a teacher should create the link and become a host organizer for a Google meeting. So once you click on this button accept, then recording will start. So you can record, there is no limit of recording. Till the time meeting is going on, you can have the recording of your complete screen. So it will capture the audio as well as the video, whatever you are showing on the screen, and then it is stored in your Google Drive. If you want to stop the streaming and the recording, then you can use this button. Now I want to close the streaming and I want to stop the recording. Then it will ask me stop recording this meeting. Once I click on this button, it will stop the recording of the meeting. So another option is change layout. Whenever you are conducting the live classes for your students, normally you can choose sidebar layout where you can see your presentation and see the number of people, those students who are available here on the right hand vertical bar. If suppose your school or college is conducting a meeting where the management, principal and teachers are involved, then it may be possible to have a live discussion where your cameras and your audio are enabled. Then you can choose tiled layout. And suppose you don't want to go through the number of people, you want to focus only on your class, then you can choose spotlight layout. You can use this button full screen to enable or disable your full screen option. Normally full screen should be on so that you can share your complete screen and it is properly visible to your students. Settings option is provided to check out whether your audio and video is running properly or not. You can use a phone for audio, but normally this facility is provided by Google in USA. Then there are another options which are not used regularly. You can report a problem, abuse, and go through the help of a Google. This is another option. Now, as I said, Google Meet is used for live conduction of classes as a virtual classroom tool. So in a classroom, you want to show your presentation, you want to show your video, you want to show your Word file, anything you want to show. So this is possible with this option present now. Once you click on this option, you get three options: present your entire screen, a window and a Chrome tab. If you want to show only particular website which is opened in a particular Chrome tab, you should choose this option. Then it will ask you whatever the tabs which are open, you can click any one of them and you can share. If you want to present a particular window, then you can click this option. But normally if you want to present many applications, maybe your website related to your class or your school website, you want to present the video from a YouTube or any other source, parallelly you want to present your presentation through a PPT, then you should choose the very first option, your entire screen. So here you will get this icon. The share button is currently disabled. Once you click on this icon, then the share button will be enabled. So once you click on the share button, now you are sharing your screen. and this message will appear. You are presenting your screen and then you are presenting to everyone. So after that, whatever you are opening in your screen, either a presentation or audio or video, that will be visible to all the participants, either students or teachers in your live class. So here now there are three users, that is yourself, then your presentation, and third is the another user which is joined as a student. From as a demo purpose I have shown this one. So there are two users from your side, yourself as a participant and yourself as a presenter. Whenever you want to stop a presentation from your side, you can click on this icon. Now the presentation is possible from both the side. Whenever teacher want to present, he or she can present using this button to everyone. At the same time, after your particular chapter is over, you may want to conduct the quiz, to conduct the case studies, to conduct the seminar on whatever the topics you have given to student. Now you want to check out their participation, their assessment and evaluation. So for that, you can ask them to prepare the PPT, audio, video, whatever you want. And then whenever you want to have this type of seminar conduction, then you can call the student one by one in online mode, and then they will choose the similar option from their laptop or mobile, and they can present their screen, they can present their audio, video, text file, and then it can be viewed by other student as a peer learning and by teacher for the evaluation and assessment. So currently now I want to stop my presentation, so I will click here stop presenting. So these are all features of Google Meet, using which you can conduct the live classes of your students. Now I'm leaving the call, so I will click on this button and my meeting is over. So participant, here comes the end of our session. If you have any queries related to using a Google Meet for live conduction of your classes in a virtual classroom mode, you can mail me at the mentioned mail address. Thank you very much.